Hey everyone, in this example we will be dividing the following polynomials. We have r cubed minus 8r squared plus 25r minus 50, and we are going to be dividing this by r minus 5. Now maybe at first glance you're like, oh, maybe I could do this one by, I'll factor the polynomial of 4 terms. It looks like grouping. I see the 25 and the 50, 5's involved, but I promise if you try to use grouping, it's not going to work right now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to divide this quotient right here. We're going to find the final quotient, but we're going to divide these pieces of the puzzle to get our quotient by using long division. So how do we start? We are going to go ahead and divide r to the third by r to the first power. Where is that coming from? We pay attention to the leading term on the inside and the leading term on the outside. We start working with those. Here, you're kind of accessing your ability to use properties of exponents. What is r cubed divided by r going to equal? And that's going to be r squared. We write that right above the negative 8r squared. There it goes. From here, we're going to multiply that by r and the minus 5. It distributes to everything there. Then you take that answer and it's going to get written underneath. So r squared times r is r to the third. That's looking good. R squared times negative 5 is minus 5r squared. What is the phrase that pays? Parentheses, minus sign, underline, cancel. R cubed minus the quantity r cubed, gone. Now here, negative 8r squared minus the negative 5r squared. Maybe some of you need to see this on the side. Negative 8 minus negative 5. That is the same as negative 8 plus 5. They are different signs. One is positive, one is negative. We're going to subtract. What's the difference between 8 and 5? That would be 3. We're going to take the sign of the number that's larger when you ignore the signs, and that would be 8. So it's negative, negative 3. Under here, you'll have negative 3, but it stays with r squared. R squared. You bring down the next term, 25r. This right here is a binomial, as it should be, because it should match the number of terms right there. Now we take our new leading term. Here it is, negative 3r squared. So that, I guess I'll go like that. Negative 3r squared is going to get divided by the r on the outside. So that right there, what's that? So, negative 3r squared divided by r. And what does that equal in this case? That equals negative 3r. Also before, that answer went right there. So now we have this negative 3r. It's going to go right above the positive 25r. So this right here, kind of drawing arrows because I know some people like to see what goes where. So that went there, and now that will multiply the same way. Let me repeat the cycle. So negative 3r, I'll write this on the side for us. You're doing negative 3r times r minus 5. I probably wouldn't show this work. I would probably do it in my head, but if you need to do it, you're going to do it like that. And it distributes. Negative 3r squared, and then negative times negative becomes positive 5r. That will get written under here. So again, negative 3r times r is negative 3r squared. It should match that right there. Negative 3r times negative 5 is, I wrote 5 before. It was 15. Sorry. Negative 3r and negative 5 is positive 15r. Then again, our phrase that pays. Parentheses, minus sign, underline, cancel. 25 minus 15. 25 minus 15. Different, so this right there. 25 minus 15. Don't overthink it. It's a classic subtraction like you would have done in elementary school, and that will be 10. If you take 5 away first, that gets you to 20 and then 10 more, right? So that's going to be a positive 10 R. Again, the column, I'm a little crooked, but hopefully you get the gist. All the same powers the whole way down a column. Bring down the minus 50. Again, I have a binomial to work with over here, as is the thing I'm dividing by, and they should match the whole way we do the problem. Now we pick a new leader. So over here, I don't have another highlighter in front of me, but we'll use a orange pen, I guess. So we're going to take that, the positive 10r, and it's going to divide by r. So 10r divided by r. What does that equal? 10. So that's right there. The 10 is going to go right here. So if it's a positive 10, you put plus. Don't just write 10 with nothing in front of it. So that's a 10. Now we're going to multiply that 10 again on the side. So what do I get? 10 times r? 10r. 10 times negative 5? Negative 50. Looking pretty nice, nice and lined up. Parentheses, minus sign, underline, cancel. Negative 50 minus negative 50. Again, negative 50 minus negative 50. I hope we all know that minus negative, I'll just go over here, means it's negative 50 plus 50. So it's like having a hole. It's 50 feet deep. You fill it with 50 feet of dirt. Guess what? It's flat now. Where are we? 0. So what's 0? Our remainder. Remainder is 0. That means this and this are factors of this. So actually, I'm going to go just a step further. I know I'm already at 8 minutes. Give me one more minute of your life, but sorry. I'm just going to leave the bottom right here. Since it's divided evenly, that means that r minus 5 times r squared minus 3r plus 10 will equal r cubed minus 8r squared plus 25r minus 50. Now, Now, if you could factor something further, I would say go for it. So this is right now, looking at this, is like saying that 30 is equal to 2 times 15. I did some factoring. However, sorry, the camera shut off, but I did some factoring, but I can factor the 15 further, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to break the 15 down to 3 times 5, you know? So really we have 2 times 3 times 5. That's fully factored. So what I want to know is, can I factor either that or that further? Can I do more with either of those? And the answer is yes, I can. The second part, this right here, the quadratic trinomial, can be factored further. That will give me r minus 5. And then this right here, I promise if we went further and did the work, oh, I'm lying. I was thinking, oh, I could use 5 and 2, but I'm realizing I'm lying because I would end up with, I'm writing x, but I mean r. I would have r. To get negative 3 in the middle, I would need a negative 5 and a positive 2, but why is that wrong? I'll tell you why it's wrong. Because last times last would give me negative 10, and I need a positive 10. That means they're either both negative or they're both positive. So really, I lied. I jumped to conclusions. Forgive me. It's not factorable any further. That's as far as we can go. But we will be working towards fully factoring things after you do a phase of either long division or synthetic division. So, hope this example was helpful. Hopefully my little chat right here is going to be a little foreshadowing for examples in the future. Check the playlist or under the video for more examples, and I hope you're feeling smarter at this point. Thumbs up if you do, thumbs down if you don't. Adios.